Hey YouTube, Xfile2708, behind the camera for a change. Today what I thought I'd do, guys, is give you an updated tour of my games room. Basically, I've been lucky over the last 2 or 3 weeks to be able to clear a whole load of stuff that we've had in storage here in the games room out into a separate shed, which has basically given me an extra, say, 75% more space in the games room. So over the last few weeks I've been juggling everything around, guys, trying to get everything looking neat and tidy and you know, layout wise how I want it. So I thought today was as good a day as any to give you guys the updated tour. So first of all, guys, this is the Sharp LCD telly that I use to do my Sega Mega Drive gameplay videos. And there, attached to it, guys, is the modded Sega Mega Drive that I use. Okay, that's sitting on a table there, guys, and as you can see underneath, there's my boxed Amiga 500 games. Okay, what I've done here, guys, is set up a Nintendo shelving area. So if we start from the bottom and go all the way up to the top. So first of all, we've got 4 sets of Donkey Kong bongos. So I've picked those up over the last year or so, probably a combined total of about 20 quid for all 4 sets. Bottom right there, guys, is my spare Platinum GameCube. Right, over to these shelving units, guys, if I can get in easily. So top shelf is all of my N64 loose carts. Middle shelf is my very trimmed down collection of Super Nintendo loose carts. And then at the very bottom there, guys, just a couple of loose Mega Drive carts. Nothing in the shelving to the right hand side. The black case there, guys, is my original Nintendo Game Boy case, and there's a couple of boxed games there as well. For one for the SNES, 2 for the Nintendo 64. This unit here, guys, houses all of my handheld games. So top shelf, if I can get into it. There you go. There's all my Game Boy Pocket games. And Game Boy Advance games. Don't know if there's anything in this one. Oh yeah, some Game Boy Pocket Colour games. So that's those. Next shelf up, guys, is my Nintendo consoles. So first of all, the original NES. Then the Super Nintendo. And there we have the Nintendo 64. Right, up here, guys, there's some more Nintendo goodies. So from right to left, guys, is my Mario Kart, my Donkey Kong Game Watch, my Mario Game Boy Advance SP, my Game Boy Color, and my original Nintendo Game Boy. And there we have Mickey Mouse from Fantasia, my boxed Nintendo Scope, Mario plush, a couple of Mario Karts candy dispensers, the box for my red Mario Kart DS. Right, so that's that area there, guys. Next up, there we go. So that's some shelving units that I'm currently using for Dreamcast and PlayStation. So if we zoom on in, so you can see those there. So that seems to house those quite nicely. Down to there. There's Nigel and Sonic. And there's my my retro hi-fi system, which I brought. That's my original one that I've had over 15 years now, and it's still going strong. So I've got some music CDs just in there, guys. Some music CDs, Jimi Hendrix, Black Sabbath, etc. So when I'm down here doing tidying up, etc., then I've got the music going. And there's a second shelving unit to the right hand side, which I can set up and house more CD-based games as and when needed. Right, moving across, guys. This is the flat CRT telly that I use for my general gaming, so works quite nicely. And then underneath here, currently set up at the moment, guys, got my black GameCube, my chunky PS2. So both of those are connected up to the telly, one through the SCART, the other through the RGB. And then underneath, guys, is my clock, so I can keep an eye on the time, and a Dreamcast. So the Dreamcast will be connected up once I get a SCART switch box. Right, over here, guys, is my shelving unit for first one here is Xbox. So I've got close to about 70 titles now on the original Xbox. Next shelf down is more Xbox and the start of my PS2 collection. So that's there. And then at the bottom, guys, is the rest of my PS2 collection. And on the top there is just the two controllers that I've got plugged in on the systems, the one for the PS2 and the GameCube. Okay, over to the middle shelf, guys. So first of all, on the top there, we've got my boxed Sega Game Gear, my Sega Game Gear carry case, and a loose Sega Game Gear there. And then that little rack there holds my loose Game Gear games. Okay, next shelf down, guys. First of all, on the left-hand side there is my boxed Game Gear games. To the right-hand side is my Mega CD collection. And then to the right there, guys, is a boxed Neo Geo Pocket Color, the blue camouflage version. Metal Slug First Mission for the Neo Geo Pocket. And then a CD base game for the Turbo Graphics, John Madden. Right, next shelf down, guys. What's remaining of my Master System collection. And my boxed NES games. And then my loose NES carts there. And then at the very bottom is my Sega Saturn collection. And my Nintendo GameCube collection. So that's those. And then at the top here, guys, you can see my, if I can get it in shot, it's my Heavy Rain poster. So that's what I picked up from Chips the other day. So that's now on display. Okay, and moving across is another bookcase. So it's the last of the baby bookcases so far. So on the top shelf here, guys, is my PAL Atari 2600 loose carts. So that's those there. And to the right hand side, the first four are UK Atari 2600 boxed games. And then the green one on the far right hand side is actually a German boxed Atari 2600 game.